Does the mute thing
biggest frunks
work
on an electric vehicle?
Your channel. Okay, is this working? Alright, cool, it works. Yeah, I don't know why I started a stream. Dang, I spelled update wrong. I'm stupid as hell. I'm gonna make my microphone kind of lower. I mean, not that it's bad, it's just like I don't want it to be that loud. Alright, that's good. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Alright, cool. Alright, hopefully it like sounds better. Alright, now I'm back for good. I was just trying to like make sure that my mic wasn't like crazy loud. Sounds good. I mean, not really good, but you know, you get what I'm saying. I'm just trying to have it like not near my mouth because I don't want it to be too loud, but yeah. How the fuck? How do I have 2 viewers? That's crazy. I'm gonna have that thing top right. Display activity, display chat. Alright, sure. So, I used to stream on my PSVR, and it was great. It worked. And I had a great time, and I was rewatching like all, I don't know what, I hear a noise somewhere. So I was rewatching like my old streams, like my really old streams from like fucking like a long time ago. I only have like 3 streams on here, on YouTube that is. And those streams, hold on. Okay. I can really just not change the audio. Okay, whatever. Anyways, so
How's that, huh?
I really gotta put the audio down. It's crazy loud. So I'm gonna put it on night mode. I think that'll make it. Yeah, it's not nearly as loud. Okay, so I was looking at my old streams. I only have 3 streams on YouTube. I used to stream a whole lot more. It's just I did it on Twitch. Simply because of the fact that I thought, oh, you know, streaming on Twitch is way cooler because, you know, it's Twitch. But I realized that it wasn't as good of an idea. Wow, I just died. Because, you know, it erases your streams that you had, your VODs, after like a month. Yeah, like a month or something. Or I think it's like 30 days, like a month, yeah.
More bounties.
But yeah, so it didn't really affect me too much. But it's just kind of annoying, you know, that I didn't get to rewatch all those old streams that I used to do. But now I rewatched them and I realized how much I really had fun playing VR. Like it was really just like my happy place. Like, I just had so much fun playing it. And I met so many great, cool people online. And yeah, so I'm just like, dang, I really should be playing more VR, you know, because I had so much fun. And I streamed a lot. I mean, it's not like anyone watched them, but you know, it's just to stream. You know, I just streamed to stream because why not? And I enjoyed it. I had a great time, and it was cool. So, the PSVR 2, the second generation one, came out. Well, the reason why I haven't like streamed anything, and I also haven't played like any sort of VR games in forever, is because my VR headset broke. I had the PSVR 1. And it broke. Oh, I'm actually trying to kill you people. I don't know if I can. Because it broke simply because of the fact that I... Are you kidding? Because I didn't really take care of the wire, you know? I just kind of like bundled it up on my headset and then just, you know, put it away. I didn't really like take care of it massively. So eventually, the wire broke and the VR headset just did not work anymore. Can I not shoot these guys? Where in the world are they? These are just random. Hold on, where are these guys gonna go? I'm very intrigued. I'm gonna follow them. So yeah, the wire broke. The headset just, you know, it didn't work. It basically didn't connect. They actually.
Come on, kill him!
Oh shoot, they just killed the other guy. So now it's just this guy driving around. I can't shoot him though, which is really annoying, but whatever. So yeah, it broke, and then it broke even more due to another accident, but whatever, it was already broken. So, I pre-ordered the PSVR 2 for $600, so I'm definitely going to be streaming as much as possible, playing, you know, the game. I'm going to try my very hardest to stream Horizon Call of the Mountain, because that is the game that you get with the bundle, and obviously it's a great game. So I'm gonna be streaming that. So hopefully I can get like my very first reactions and everything, you know, preferably. And yeah, so hopefully that can work, and I can do that. Oh shoot.
Yeah.
And once I get all that done, yeah, I'm gonna try and stream like as much as possible. I'm really not like talking all that much. Anyways, so I'm gonna try and stream more once I get my PSVR 2. Comes out February 22nd. I already pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered the bundle, so I'll own Horizon Call of the Mountain, which obviously is great because it's like made by Sony, so it's gonna use all the features and whatnot. Which, I mean, come on, that's great. So I'll be able to like use those features and test them out and see how they are and see how they work. Supposedly the PSVR 2 is a great headset. People say that the only reason why they, you know, don't really like the headset is obviously because you can't really do like a PC stuff with it. You know, um, you can't really like play let's say Blade and Sorcery with mods installed. You can't do mods. You can't play all those awesome games that are like specifically to that game. Which, I mean, yeah, you can say that that's a downside, but to be fair, looking at the current PSVR 2 games that are 100% gonna come out, all the other games are like accepted by Sony. Like Sony says yes, like they are gonna be coming out. But or sorry, not Sony, but the developers. So um, the developers of some of those games, yeah, they have said that it's supposed to come out on PSVR 2. But the actual games that are allowed for pre-order is actually like guaranteed because obviously you can pre-order it, and it's also guaranteed by Sony, which of course is great. So I own Horizon Call of the Mountain. I have it pre-ordered. It doesn't show here on. Well, you guys can't see what I'm doing. It should show like a blue screen with like a symbol and then another symbol. I don't really know. Um, but yeah, so I own Horizon Call of the Mountain. It's a pretty great game. The PSVR 2 is supposed to have actual haptics. So if you own a PS5 or at least if you own a PS5 controller, you know that the triggers have haptic feedback, to where, let's say you're shooting a gun in a game, the triggers will actually feel harder to pull. Which, of course, I mean, come on, that's great. You know, that's great. It adds a lot of immersion. It will just be cool and fun to do and use. And that is also going to be on the VR headset, which, come on, why wouldn't you want that? That's sick. So, today, it is Saturday, January 7th, 2023. I am really hoping that, the PSVR 2 comes out February 22nd. I have it pre ordered, so instantly on the 22nd, I guess it's going to be like shipped to my house. I'm guessing that's how that works. Or maybe they'll give. I kind of hope that they give me like a code or something, and then I can just go to like Best Buy or whatever, and then I can just like give them the code, and then they're gonna give it to me. I hope they do that, because obviously then I can get it like the day of. Because if they have it shipped out to me, who knows how long that's gonna take? You know, that could be all the way until like the 28th. I am kind of guessing that it's gonna get here by like February 28th or the 24th or something. But yeah, I hope they just say that I can like go pick it up, you know, at some places, because I would very much rather be able to just pick it up the day of, rather than and also reduce the chances of it, you know, getting messed up or damaged or any of that, you know. But yeah, so hopefully, you know, none of that happens. But yeah, there are lots of games that you are able to pre-order. Well, a fair amount. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games that you are able to pre-order. So I used to stream a lot of Saints and Sinners Retribution. Because, I mean, come on, it was, or sorry, not Saints and Sinners Retribution, Saints and Sinners, as is, just the game. I used to stream a lot of it, at least on Twitch. Obviously, I only have 3 streams on YouTube, so that's the only streams that I had. Because I don't think I ever deleted any streams, because why would I? But Saints and Sinners Retribution seems like it's cool, but it's basically the same game as Saints and Sinners, just it adds some new guns and also obviously adds a whole new story and like some new maps. But supposedly this game still reuses some of the old maps, so you can still go to some of the old maps, and most of the guns at least are literally just the same guns that were in the first Saints and Sinners, which, say what you want, that's kind of annoying, you know what I mean? You'd be hoping that there would be all new maps, you know, all completely new weapons. I'm not so mad about the weapons, because then that means that I just get to spend more time with my favorite little revolvers. You know, especially the 45 ACP. That was my main one, you know. I would never use a 9mm, because that thing, too annoying when it jams, you know. But yeah, all in all, it seems pretty great. And then Gran Turismo 7, here, let me see if I can find it. Gran Turismo 7 is supposed to get VR support, PSVR support, well, PSVR 2 support, the day that the PSVR 2 launches. So the moment that the PSVR 2 launches, Gran Turismo will get that update, and you can play it, which of course is great, because why wouldn't you want that? And I would get Gran Turismo 7, you know, because obviously that's awesome. I would love to be able to play a car game in VR, because I've never actually done that. But personally, I just don't really. I don't know. I just don't really care that much for that game, simply because. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. The game is cool, and of course, the graphics are incredible. The way the cars are incredible. You know what I mean? You can use like a wheel on the game, you know, like a racing wheel, make a whole racing sim in it. And there's like tons of stuff in it, tons of like features, you know, you can change out the air filter, a sports silencer, whatever the hell that is, sports brake pads, weight reduction stage 1, comfort, hard, comfort, medium, street suspension, sports computer, sports air filter, like just all those things. And you know, you can make your car the best possible, great graphics, all in all, awesome. The only problem, what the heck, Overwatch 2 is free? Okay, the only problem that I have is that game, unlike something like CarX, or sorry, yeah, CarX, what? Ah, shoot, what's that other one? You know, the one that has like realistic physics and whatever. Okay, well, I completely forgot what it was called. It was hold on, it's on Steam. It's on Steam. It's called. Dang, it's just not here. I cannot find it. Beam NG Drive. That's what I'm thinking of. Beam NG Drive. That game and a couple of other car games, for the most part, have a free roam like thing. You are able to free roam with them. You are able to freely just, you know, you are able to just freely drive around, mess around, crash, you know, cut up on freeways, you know, do all that, and just really go crazy and do whatever and have fun and try out different cars and, you know, make super cool sports cars and whatever and test it out on the track. Gran Turismo does not have that. Which I hope you can understand why that's a non-selling point for me. Because, I mean, come on. You, like, tell me right now, whenever you see people, like, playing in racing sims and all that, normally they spend a lot of their time just driving around and you know, pretending like they're actually driving to some place. You know what I mean? Like, they don't, it's not purely just racing. You know what I mean? And Gran Turismo is literally just purely racing, which I don't have too much of a problem with. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I bet it would still be very fun to play Gran Turismo on the PSVR. Like, don't get me wrong, I bet it would be fun. It's just, it's really hard to to really, really want to play that game while, I mean, once you get bored of the whole racing, like pure racing, you can't really do anything else. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else. But yeah. Which it isn't so bad. It's just I'd rather wait for a racing game to come out that I can actually just completely, like mess around in and whoa. Oh, PS5 version for Rec Room. Yeah, bet. I will definitely download that because I mean, yeah, I'm gonna download that. The PS5 version of Rec Room because I mean I'm gonna have to download it anyways because the PS4 version won't work. Anyways, so yeah, so hopefully it works out all right. I really hope that something like happens to where like my package gets stolen. Obviously, that would not be fun. But yeah, not really much else to it. Now that I've explained all that roughly pointless stuff, in my opinion, I don't really know what to do. I don't really feel like ending stream because I have nothing to do. And I mean, yeah, I really don't have anything to do today. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be going to Disneyland because I live in California. So I'm actually going to be going to Disneyland, which, oh man, it has been absolutely years since I've gone to Disneyland. So it's pretty crazy. Sort of recent, I wouldn't really say recently, but like last year-ish, I went to, not Disneyland, it's literally in the same park. It's called like Adventure something, I think, right? It's like California Adventure, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, so I went there to California Adventure, and it was very fun, I will say. We went on, I'm gonna say like a lot of the rides. Definitely not every single ride, but we went on a lot of them. I would say the Incredicoaster, or for easier terms, the Incredibles ride, was definitely up there. I don't know if it. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, it was my favorite. It was super cool. Just like the startup, you think okay, we're gonna get time. Like when it's that like big line, you think, like at the start, where you go like super fast and you go like up the ramp and then down it and then you do the entire thing. You think, oh yeah, so we're just gonna drive over to the ramp and then do what every other roller coaster does, where you slowly go up the ramp and you can gather your thoughts. But no, he just says 3, 2, 1, go, and then you just like launch and you just go straight and you go up and then you go down and you do the entire roller coaster, which is very fun. It's not like an uncomfortable roller coaster. If you don't know what that is, whew, you're lucky, because there are some roller coasters that are just uncomfortable to be on because of like, let's say, their seat or like the belt will be like, like really just annoying, and it'll be like tight or one called I forgot what it's called, but one ride, it's called the Batman ride on Six Flags. Or no, sorry, not yeah, Six Flags. It's called it's one where you're racing another car. But that one, the seats aren't bad. The seats itself are comfortable, but the harness that it uses, it's like basically like two belts and then another belt like in the middle of you, and then the other two are like kind of like overalls type things. The problem is that at the top of the belt, basically where your shoulders are, it's like a metal box type thing, It's like plastic, like something. And so when you're obviously doing loopy loops and going left and right and left and right, your head obviously tends to go left and right and like bobble. And those metal boxes are literally all the way up to your ears. That's how like long they are, or thick, I guess. So when you're going back and forth, those things are basically like just pinching your ear and like it hurts. That's an uncomfortable roller coaster. I literally had to be like holding myself with my head forward, not laying down on the seat, just so that that wouldn't happen to me, and it just wasn't too fun. But yeah, California Adventure was a great experience. Top 10. Oh, I mean, yeah, obviously top 10. There's not like 10. Okay. It was a great experience. I bet even if I were to go today, it still would be incredibly fun. And Disneyland, I bet, will be even more fun because, I mean, come on, Disneyland. I haven't been there in literally years. Like, years. It's been so long. Like, I don't even remember. I remember it was called, I think, Space Mountain. Um, but yeah, Space Mountain, I remember that was an incredible game. Game? Oh my god. Incredible game. I just said incredible game to Space Mountain. Dude, what am I saying? It was an incredible ride. I loved it. It was fun. No problems. I would love to go there to do it again, which I most likely. I mean, come on. How are we gonna go to Disneyland and not go on Space Mountain? Like, come on, be for real. Um, but yeah, hopefully it's fun. Hopefully we can go on lots of rides. I remember this one ride that I did with my sister. It was probably like the last ride we did of the day, which is most likely why I remember it so much. Because I really enjoyed it. It was a ride in Disneyland. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Disneyland. I don't think it was like Knott's. It 100% was not Six Flags. I don't think it was Knott's. It for sure was not California Adventure, and it could have been Knott's. Maybe it was Knott's. Yeah, I actually think it might have been Knott's. But if it was Disneyland, I don't really remember. It was a ride where you were basically on horses, and it was just like horses like linked up together in the form of like a a, a race cart, you know, and like a roller coaster cart, and you would just like shoot, and you would be going like super fast through the entire ride. And you would be going super fast through the entire ride. It was an outdoor ride too, which obviously made it cool. Um, but yeah,